I mean, 8th grade was the only grade you graduated.
Huh?
Well, what do you mean 8th grade was the only grade you graduated?
Well, I didn't graduate from high school. I didn't go to college. Well, I did go to college. Yeah, I went to college. I went to a trade school.
Didn't you get a GED?
Oh yeah, I took that 2 or 3 times.
What'd you go to the trade school for?
To become an electronic technician.
How did you learn how to build houses?
Somebody give me a hammer and a saw.
And that's how you learned how to build houses?
Yep. That's how I learned how.
So why did you decide to make houses for a living?
Because I like houses. I like that kind of work better than any work I'd ever done.
Why is that?
You worked all the time, and you accomplished something all day long. You were accomplishing something, and when you got done, look at this. I built this.
So you like the accomplishment. You like
the accomplishment. I can point and I say, I did that.
What was your favorite house that you made?
The favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I never thought of it like that. No, they all. I built several for the family, and they all were good. I mean, I built. Now, when I say I built, that don't mean other people didn't help me. So, but I say that I was responsible for it being built more, but I did a lot of the work too. But this here house, other than, I framed it and everything, but somebody else did sheetrock and, I did all the plumbing and the wiring. So I did 90% of it anyway. But I must have built 40, 50, 30, 40 houses. So most of it was just a job that I enjoyed doing it all. I didn't like, when I was doing them, I liked them all. I never did dislike building houses.
So how did you guys start doing the Baskin Robbins stuff for Micah?
Well, I went to Texas. There wasn't no work up here, and I went to Texas. And I went to work for a fellow that was doing Baskin Robbins, had been doing Baskin Robbins stuff for several years. I'd worked with that kid, I had worked with him in California. And when we went down there, he was doing Baskin Robbins work, but he was tired of it, I guess. And the way he was doing it, he wasn't making a heck of a lot of money out of it, I don't think. Of course, I never did get rich doing it either, but I made money. I made pretty good money. But, and so when we finally decided to, Mom went down there, Mom and Ruth Ann went down there, and Julia went down there. Julia was working in Spokane, and when she heard I took off to Texas, and their mom was, she didn't want to leave because she was working for Tektronix, but she got laid off just a week or two after I left. And so she was coming down, and Julia heard about it, and she said, I'm coming too. So they both drove down there. And we were down there for about 6, 7 months, 8 months. We were down there, let's see, yeah, that spring through the winter, and then that next spring, or next February or March, I don't know, it was, or not quite spring, I think right at spring, we decided to come home. We were there about a year, I guess, and we decided to come home. And that the kid had got in an argument with Baskin Robbins, or the fellow I was working for, and had got in an argument with Baskin Robbins, and he well, not with Baskin Robbins, but with the people, the salesman that handled his account. And he said, I don't want to build any more stores. And when he, that was a month or 2 or 3 before we left. But when we left, I asked him if he didn't mind if I stopped in Los Angeles and talked to Baskin Robbins. And he said no, it didn't bother him a bit, because I don't want to work for them no more. I don't want to do their work anymore. And so I stopped, and we started doing their work. I had the shop. I already had built the shop, and I had it rented to somebody, but I gave them their notice, and they had to move out. So.
Well, I never knew that story.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew.
Anyway, that's how we did it. We built them for about, I guess around 10, 15 years. And then they sold out. They sold,
yeah.
The company sold.
I remember when I was a kid watching the big semis come down this hill.
Yeah.
And half of them would get stuck, but the drivers that really knew how to drive could.
Yeah, well, I think I only had one I had to call
A tow truck.
To come out. The rest of them were able to make it, but we did have a lot of them come down here.
I love you, Grandpa. I love you, Grandpa.
Huh?
I love you.
Oh, well, I love you. You too.